Them lies and them secrets might be the reason I can't sleep. I see you texting and calling, but baby, I ain't what you need. If you think about it, no, it ain't me. If you think about it, just let me be. You was a letdown. Think of all the time you had me stressed out. You don't know how it feel to be let down. The more that you left, put a hole in my chest. Life was a mess, you was a letdown. The time that we spent, you made it again. SPEAKYAMINDZ, my dog.
Yo,
Got it.
welcome back to the Speak Your Mind show on the Social Nostra Network. I'm your host, Rob McCoy, and today we got a special guest in the building with us today. She do pretty much everything you can name. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let her introduce herself. Go ahead and tell the people who you are, where you from.
Hi, my name is Ebony Dodson. I'm from Englewood, California, born and raised. That's all I know is Englewood. I've traveled a little bit, but born and raised in Englewood. I'm an actress, casting director, and I have production assistant experience. I run my business, Dodson Casting. I hire male and female actors for roles, for music videos, short films and feature films. Also, I have sales experience and exotic dance experience. And yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
We so happy. We happy to have you on the network. You know, like this network is all about having people who doing big things and, you know what I'm saying, hustling, grinding. So with all that said, how was growing up in Englewood? How was that like?
So, to be honest, I was sheltered like by my parents because in Englewood, it's a lot of gang violence in the African American community. And living in Englewood now, it's actually getting worse. Down the street from my house, I hear a lot of gunshots and stuff but growing up, my parents, they put me in private school for most of my education. I went to Ascension Lutheran private school. They knew better. You know, they were like, my baby is not going to be gang banging, you know, and they were trying to keep my direction straight by keeping me in private school, but I went to jail any goddamn way. So hey, you know what? They tried.
Hey, it happened.
They tried.
It happened. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look.
They tried.
Hey, it happened. I mean, it seems like you turned out good so far. Like you doing your thing, you know, with the casting and the acting and, you know, having your own business. You know, that's something a lot of people can't really say. You know what I'm saying? You in a good position. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I see you grinding.
You have to put yourself in a good position no matter what you face in life. You know, you make mistakes, you learn from them. And you have to work hard no matter what, because nobody knows your story but you, which means you have no excuse. You're not going to run around telling your story all day. So what are you going to say when you're eating out of the palm of somebody else's hand? What is going to be your excuse? Because you can't run around telling the story all day. So get to grinding.
Yeah, I feel that. So when did you first realize that you wanted to do acting and stuff?
You know what? The first time I ever realized, I was a little girl. I was actually doing theater as young as 10 years old. I actually took professional acting classes as young as 10 years old, and I got a lead role in a Christian musical. Her name was Heather, and she had a singing part. I can't sing anymore, but she had a singing part, and it was a lead role. And I said, I want to be an actress, but I was scared of Hollywood because my growing up, I saw Lindsay Lohan and Britney Spears, you know, and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks daunting. Like maybe I should just like do theater, you know? And I was just so nervous. I said, you know what? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Let's just go through this motion all the way to high school of acting. And I did acting all the way until 12th grade. Now, 12th grade, I graduated high school, and the day of my graduation, I looked in the sky and said, I'm done with acting. I gotta grow up, be normal, and go to college for business. And I became a manager from retail. So I went to college, dropped out, but I had a management position in retail, did that for a little while. I got up to associate manager at a high-end luggage store, and then got into a car accident that scared the crap out of me.
Oh,
did a hit and run accident, went to jail for felony hit and run. It's dropped down to a misdemeanor now, but I was in jail 2 months, got out, started exotic dancing, and then this stripper who was like really drunk walks up to me, and she's like, you gotta get out of here. She's like, you're gorgeous, you're beautiful. She's like, what do you do? Like, what can you do? Can you sing? I'm like, no. I'm like, I can act. And she was like, do that because you're gorgeous, you have potential. This is the dead end area. This is a dead end life. And she was just like crying like this. And she was like, we have nowhere to go, but you have a place in the world and I want you to know. Like, and I'm like, damn, like, I still didn't do it. But then I'm like walking down the street, kind of like, man, like I need to do something with my life. Like, you know, after I stopped exotic dancing, I'm like, I need to do something with my life. I'm like, you know what? I have so many talents. I could cook, you know, I'm a good salesman. I'm a good actor. You know what? I'm going to do it, and I'm going to freaking do it, and I'm going to do it this time, and I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm going to go all in, and this is it. This is it. I'm going to stop BSing, you know?
I feel that.
Boom, you know, the industry showed me love immediately. Like my first month of acting, I got cast in a web series that didn't get filmed. They didn't have a budget, but it was just like I said, oh my God, I got cast as something, you know, and I was a crazy girl.
So that was your first gig, what you got cast in, the web series?
The web series, yes. They didn't film it because they didn't have the budget, but it was a character named Jada. She was like a crazy girl that was fighting over a dude all the time and very insecure about love and needed a lot of help.
So after that, after you got cast in there, what did you do next? Like,
my very first thing that was like any footage out was called Perspective. I played a stripper who this man, he was wearing these goggles that changed his perspective in life. He thought he had like $100 bills and he was throwing them, but he was actually throwing quarters. So I'm like, you need to run the ones. Like, you got me, where the ones at? Hundreds, one something. Like, I'm like cussing him out, like he's throwing quarters.
Yeah. So who directed that film?
Her name is Ariel Hyman. Yes, Ariel. Okay. She likes to say him, but her last name is Hyman.
So how did you get connected with her and were able to secure that role?
Okay, so she was I was at community service for my crime, and she was at community service for like some little petty traffic stuff. And I was telling her I was an actress, and she was like, I need girls to play strippers. And she said, it's really hard to find people because they're nervous. I'm like, I used to be a stripper. So, hey, I brought my homegirl with me who was a stripper, and she had a couple girls. And, you know, it was my first time on a movie set that it was like 12 hours, and I stayed up the whole time. And my homegirl fell asleep, and I said, no, you got to wake up, do some jumping jacks. We about to be on camera, you know, and I don't want to give any advice to actors. Basically, when you're on set for 12, 14, 16 hours, you need to keep your body active and eat greens and meat. Stay away from carbs and sugar. Greens, meat, and water. So vegetables, meat, and water. And stay active, like jumping jacks, you know, voice exercises, stretches, especially if you've been sitting all day and you're not getting shot to the end of the shoot. You need to be doing jacks before you get on that camera, because if you're asleep, this. So you have to have energy at all times.
So how was you nervous was you nervous when you first got on set?
No, I've never been on a film.
Yeah, by that time you were used to it from doing, you know what I'm saying?
I was used to performing, but I know that I had no experience with the camera. So I did take an on-camera intensive, and I did really good in the on-camera intensive with like hitting my mark, you know, like on the ground and stuff like that. Because I took the on-camera intensive after I took theater classes, and we learned about like stage up, stage right, stage left, stage, you know, stuff like that. So it was just easy to stay in the camera eye line and do it. I don't know. It's just, I like that.
So from 10 to after high school, did you take any more acting classes before you did, or you just went straight into it after high school?
I went straight into it, and I was going into acting classes while I was calling myself actress, because it was like I took the on-camera intensive, and then I did perspective, and then like a couple background roles, and then boom, the pandemic hit. I'm like, oh, heck no, I'm an actress, I'm a push. So I was doing it guerrilla style, like going to low budget stuff, like where they wasn't supposed to be filming, but we was doing it anyway. Oh, well, like, hey, I might get in trouble for saying this, but that's how determined I was. And I was taking online acting classes, like with Bonnie Gillespie and Samuel L. Jackson's masterclass.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, I was pushing during the pandemic.
So when did you start your own casting business?
I started my own casting business February 2021. I got my chance where basically I was going for a lead role, and I just didn't fit the part, but he saw my resume and said, damn, you seem like you have a lot of connections, you know, like, because I did do work with Cutting Edge Productions on set with Sam Bayer. And that's Sam Bayer, he's the director of Nirvana's music videos. And then I did just a couple things with Cutting Edge Productions, and it felt like my debut, even though it wasn't acting, because like my callbacks started coming after it showed, you know, this project that I was a production assistant. So he's like, it seems like you know a couple of people, like, you know, you want to be a casting director. And I'm like, cool. So I did that, and it went well for a little while, but I have to be honest, I have to tell this story because I want all casting directors and actors to know that a casting director, your job is to protect actors and advocate for their pay and their well-being. And if they're not being treated how they're supposed to be treated, then you shouldn't do that job no matter what you got paid. And if they have a problem with it, they can write a W-4 up and take you to court. That's fine. But you need to stand up for those actors, and you need to stand up for the well-being. I'm not going to tell you what film it was, but I stood up for actors and said, hey, well, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I took on a project where I thought it was okay for actors not to get paid, because I wasn't. I thought it was okay to do that because I was very inexperienced, and I just felt, oh, I have an opportunity, I can give other people opportunities. But then I find out they're not getting their footage, and these people don't have the budget to give them insurance. And my mentor, he told me, like, this is wrong and you can go to jail. I'm like,
yeah.
I have to say something. So I wrote an email to all the cast members, and I said, you know, this is my first time being a casting director. I have no experience in this. I have management experience in retail, that's it, and acting classes and stuff. But I'm truly sorry, but these people do not have the budget to treat you with respect, and they aren't going to give you your footage, and it's breaking my heart. And I'm going to tell you right now to walk away. If you don't, that's up to your discretion. But as a casting director, I deeply apologize. And, you know, I ran into another project where a guy wanted to have me give actresses sexual content to read in a cold read and not give them sides.
Yeah.
Sexual words coming out of their mouth without warning them first. I stood up for that. So, you know, I was able to cast a music video called Black Panther. That was a success. You know why? Because actors were getting paid, they were fed, they got their footage, and it was COVID restrictions, you know?
Okay. That's dope.
TV show. Close the door. I'm on a TV show. Close the door. Close the door. Sorry.
That's dope. Hey, anything goes on here. This was called.
Okay, cool. That's my grandfather.
Anything go. Like you might see some shows. We might, be drinking. I might be smoking. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
I can't do that because I'm a casting director. But hey, that's lit. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, but it just like what I like to do on here, like people like you who, like I say, who doing amazing things. You all about giving people opportunities and want to see people grow, and that's what being in this business, I think, it's all about. Because I'm in the same business you are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not a casting director, but I do. I got actors who signed to my company. You know what I'm saying? I do acting. You know what I'm saying? And this business can be crazy. If people don't know what they're getting themselves into, then they can get screwed.
People like me and you have to show them direction to positivity because, it's like it's weirdos out there, people out there,
It is.
You guys need to be careful and I'm here to protect you because that's my job,
Yeah, because I don't have some weird casting directors hit me up for like my models and stuff, and I'm like, I can't click on that and see nothing. I don't know if it's a scam. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
And they asking me for my, model's number, but I'm like, I'm their manager. You need to be talking to me. You see what I'm saying? So it's sketchy. That's sketchy. So like you say, you gotta take care. You gotta stand up for them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Because there's vultures out there, and the actors are like the little guppies, and they're like, I want a part, and they're like, we've got a part, and then the casting director's supposed to be like, whoa, hold up.
They all creepy and stuff.
Let me see what's going on real quick. Let me pop up at the spot first to see if it's sketchy. Then I'll tell y'all if y'all can pull up.
I think. So how is it going, your casting? Like, how do you able to get people in position to get booked? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so first I educate myself with other casting directors on Clubhouse by listening to them. So I know the business. And then I was posting from Instagram like, hey, I'm a casting director. Do you want to be on my talent roster? And then, people were like, okay, like sending me their resume and headshots. And then I had for my music video that I cast, that guy saw me casting for the past project that I did not want to work with anymore. He saw me and he picked me out and said, this is what I want you to do, like this music video. So it's like, if you're advocating for the actors or if you're like putting your business out there, people are going to call you. If you have business cards, if you have a staple like business card that you could put on social media, if you have a talent roster, if you're talking about your business, people are going to talk about your business, so they're going to call you. I had a phone call 3 days ago for a music video for the artist Viper, and I hired a model, and they want me to do it too. And
that's dope.
So it's like phone calls, like it's just they see something, they're like, oh, she's the casting director, and then it's like, let's give her a shot, and they knew me from when I was just an actress. So you have to keep your connections,
Yeah, and like I,
He's already that. Sorry.
like I tell people, you got to keep grinding because you never know who's watching you. You see what I'm saying? You never know who's watching you. So grinding, networking is the key. You know what I'm saying? Building relationship with people, and it seems like that's what you're doing. You know, I see you doing your thing. You know
I
what I'm
go to
saying?
parties and I don't drink and I just pass on my business cards.
That's what you do. You go out. I don't really drink much. You know what I'm saying? I go out. I hand out my cards. You know, you keep on speaking on your brand to people ain't gonna get out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got to put yourself out there too. That's another thing.
Yeah.
So you know, to see who you are. So with your, so you kind of with your business, you kind of do it by yourself, or you got a team of people with you?
I do it by myself. Right now it's no overwhelm because I'm not taking on several projects at a time.
Okay.
I will never take on any projects at a time that I cannot handle. And the only way I see myself hiring a team is if I have people like passing out business cards in different locations, or people hiring a brand of people. Like for instance, let's just say my friend Migsy, he knows a lot of strippers. I'll say, you know, bring some strippers, I'll give you $50.
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
Like, it's like I have to work on the casting part, but it's like I'm not going to give him any jurisdiction of who gets hired because he's not experienced in that. But I'll tell him, all your stripper friends, I'll give you $50, you know, just right off the dribble.
So you kind of do what I do. So you get like a fine, a fee, some like me, like, yeah, like that's how I am. Like somebody send somebody in my studio record, or you know, do photo shoot. I give them money. You know what I'm saying? For sending, like a reward program I got going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I see what you're doing. That's dope, though. That's dope.
And all actors get paid working with me. You will not walk away. Like the client, all clients understand when they have that phone call with me, you have to pay the actors to work with me to get the actors. And, you know, sometimes a phone call sounds like, yeah. And then it's like, you know, I'll call them back, like, are we having that meeting? Boop, this call is disconnected. I'm like, okay, cool. Next. Oh, yeah. we not working for free over here. No, this is all legal. You know, no, we're not doing that again. I learned my lesson.
So what some of the actors, casting director, film director you look up to?
I look up to Taraji P. Henson. She started off as the girl who was yelling over a dude all the way up to an astronaut. You know, like her range grew. Yeah. You know, and actress I want to be in a feature film with, her name is India Hicks, but she's known as One Kinda from that show One More Chance with Chance from I Love New York. Yeah. She did the job. I did some I met her a couple of times on some video shoots, but I want to be in a feature film with her because she's such a good actress. And then a casting director that I look up to, I forgot his name, to be honest, but I forgot his name. Oh my gosh, but he's a casting director for a lot of Tyga stuff, you know. He does a lot of music stuff. But I want to do like feature film castings, you know.
That's dope. I think
a commercial class too, just so I can learn how to be a casting director for commercials. It's called Hey, I Saw Your. Okay, that's dope. I don't want to be in commercials, even though it's good money.
Yeah. So every day I see. So every day you just educating yourself to get better, because you know what I'm saying. Like, you know, don't matter how long you've been in the business or what, you still can get better at what you do. You can still learn the ins and outs. You know, the business. Still always a learning experience on what to do or what not to do. Have you had anybody you look up to that mentored you in
Yes,
in that
I have a
in the
mentor.
entertainment business?
Say that again.
Have you had anybody that mentored, brought you on their wing and try to show you the ropes on how to do everything with
Yes.
casting, acting?
I was first taken on set with Sam Bayer. That was my first professional set. Like COVID restrictions, like we couldn't sit next to each other if we weren't in the same department, like food galore, like, just he told me, like, you're not working on anything. I just want you to look around. Just look around. He works, I'm gonna say his name. His name is Bill Dennis, and he works as a TV movie studio owner. He owns a TV movie studio in Torrance. It's called Productions. He's known and famous for video projection.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was working with some really big celebrities for like video projection, audio visual, LED lights, stuff like that. And people also rent out his studio. I'm also I'm gonna be working with him for an event this Saturday, picking up
Oh, that's
trash. I
dope.
don't care. Hey, like that's what you need to be doing with your mentor. It's like, going on set, picking up trash. I don't care, whatever you could do, like,
It
so
don't
you
matter.
people. It
Cause
don't matter.
no, because when you get on that set, it's up to you to make even more relationship on the set. You see what I'm saying?
He
Talk to
took me on
people.
set with Warner Brothers, at
Yeah,
the American Horror Story.
yeah, talk to people, network, talk to a cameraman, talk to, the producers, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know when they want to work with you. You see what I'm saying? They're like, oh, you do this, you know what I'm saying? But like people don't understand, you got to be a soldier for you can be, you know what I'm saying? When you're moving up in level, you know what I'm saying? To, until I got to where I am, I'm doing stuff for people. And now, it's paying off for me. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
So
be a first,
you got to. You got the right attitude. You don't think you humble. You don't think any job too small. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at it, most people be like, I ain't picking up them damn trash. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna pick up trash and clean up the bathrooms. And I'm bougie though. I am gonna have gloves on, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
look.
But I just wanna be there, Cause it's
If Michael Bay was to hit me up and be like, I want you to be my errand boy. You think I wouldn't go? You know how many people I could meet on that set with Michael Bay? See, most people look at it like, oh, he looking like I'm beneath him, but it's not like that though. You see what I'm saying? You never.
I don't mind being beneath anybody because you can only go up when you beneath.
It's a lot of actors who start off as extras, equipment equipment people, and they just work their way up to the top. Sometimes you gotta work your way up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't worry about the small thing, but that's dope. That's dope. What you're doing? What you got? What you trying to do with your business? Where are you trying to take it?
Okay, so I'm trying to take it to casting feature films. I'm trying to take it to being like ethical enough to be part of the CSA. That's why I have to stay away from things that are unethical and I have to study. I really want to be a famous feature film actress known for roles that have to do with like a evil prosecutor or like a mentally ill mother or somebody who overcame drug addiction, like something really just heart tugging, like
So you like them dramatic roles.
oh yeah, drama, like you know, like, you know, I did a monologue. I was reading a monologue. I haven't memorized it yet. It's about this mother who's explaining to her 4-year-old why she murdered all those men in front of him because he got molested. And she's telling him, like, look, baby, I'm not a bad person. He deserved it, okay? Don't listen to the sirens, okay? Just listen to me. I'm your mommy. I'm a good person, okay? You know, and she's trying to explain to her 4-year-old, like, I killed these people for a good reason. You know, I want to be like that. It's
Okay.
crazy.
So tell the people this. Tell the people this. So to all the young actors, actress, not even young, you know, all any actors out there, what do you look for when you bring them to your talent team? Like, what do you look for in?
I look for self-confidence and a calm mind, you know, because if you don't have self-confidence and a calm mind, I would think you need more direction from a parent, or no offense, a psychiatrist, or somebody that needs to tell you, like, maybe you should take 2 steps back. Because I learned in this industry that once you become, your face gets on that internet, anybody can stalk you, anybody can abduct you, anybody can lie about you, anybody can find out where you live, anybody
Yeah.
can know who you are, and you need to be careful. So that starstruck, it's like, calm down, read your lines. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're not even here to memorize the lines. You're here to show us you can act. So don't try to memorize the lines. Show us the range that you have, you know? But that starstruck stuff makes me nervous. It makes me feel like you're not ready. It makes me feel like you go talk to somebody, because this field, I'm not saying it's dangerous, but you need to protect yourself and defend yourself, especially if you're non-union with no agent, okay? Because you're defending and protecting and speaking up for yourself, okay? You know, it's like, I have fake pages of me on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. What else? I have people from all over the world hitting me up thinking they're gonna come to America and be in a movie. I have scammers in my email. I have somebody on my page watching my stories from this page called Watch My, this is a bio on her page. It says watch my, and she's watching my stories every day. I have to block her every day. And you know what? I got a little scared for my safety in the acting business. I almost quit. I'm not gonna lie. I almost quit my dream again. And then
Don't quit. You can't quit.
Somebody told me, they said, if Steven Spielberg called you right now and said, would you want to be in my movie? What would you say? I would be like, yeah. And they'd be like, then it's still your calling. Don't quit. Don't let that BS scare you. You know what I'm saying? You're stronger than that. You know?
You just gotta you just gotta be cautious and watch your surroundings. That's what I'm all about. I'm definitely protected over my models and stuff. Like I won't have none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to see my
actors, if I'm doing any kind of casting, you know, I want to see somebody who's calm, confident, here to show their range, not looking for any direction. Literally just do your job. Bye. Have a nice day. That's
get
it.
Get your money and go.
Get your money and go. Because if anything else, I'm gonna be like, you're not ready.
Yeah. I can see where they're going. So what a director like in Hollywood would you like to work with?
What director in Hollywood would I want to work with? You know what, to be honest, I have not studied enough directors. I think I want to do what I've met Paul Mooney.
Okay.
Yeah, at American Horror Story. I want to be American Horror Story. I want to be some like crazy lady, like in a mental hospital or something in that show, like, or some kind of ghost, like, you know, because it was really cool. Like, he was a good director too. Like, he really got the actors in their element, you know. So I would love to.
Yeah, Paul Mooney, you know, he's a legend. He wrote for a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Like stand up for him. He wrote for Richard Pryor, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
gosh. He was so humble and so sweet. I'm just like this, production assistant, and I walked up to him and I was like, "Are you the director?" It's funny because I didn't know who he was.
you did.
No, I said, "Are you the director?" Because I noticed you're telling her to stand on her mark. And he was like, "Yes, I'm the director." I said, "What's your name?" He said, "I'm Paul Mooney." I was like, "Okay."
That's
That's
what
it.
he probably liked it there because a lot of big people like that, they don't want nobody lushing all over them. They probably get it all the time. So he probably was
I was
like,
just
cool.
staring at him, like giving her direction, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
So what's next for Dodson casting? So what's next for you?
For
Like,
Dodson casting, I just cast a music video for Viper, and I'm gonna be in it. And I'm gonna keep pushing forward and not let anything hold me back, because it was going to, I'm fighting and almost through beating depression. I have bipolar disorder, so it's normal. It's not I'm not gonna say it's not a big deal, but it's like, because I don't want to like write people off who have bipolar, but it's part of the illness. And I'm doing a good job because I'm taking my therapeutic group classes, and they're teaching me how to, stay afloat and get things done. And yeah, Dodson casting is going to keep going. And I'm not going to have a casting office for a long time, but I believe in-person castings. If like in person, like I don't believe in like the whole like self-tape, you're hired. You got to, like I want it to be like how it was back in the day, and all the actors love it that way,
yeah,
that
keeping
that
it
they
original.
keep it original, but if I know you and if I know you and you fit the part, I'm just gonna say this: you hire. Like if I work for you before and you fit the part, and you just do a self-tape of you doing being a character, you hire. And I put my people on my talent roster before I even post a casting call,
Oh,
and so I post a casting call so people that I work with can like, hit me up so they can show me that they're interested. But some people who are new might feel like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Like I put my people who I've worked with before on the top of the list. And then there's people who have turned in resumes and headshots second, and then people who are turning in resumes and headshots third. So it is a hierarchy.
no,
That's just
that's
how yeah.
so you saying like you doing your thing, you outgoing, you positive. So what keeps that fire going in you to not to give up? Like, you like, I gotta put my head down and keep going. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? To be honest, it's just me, like I like as a little girl, I didn't have people telling me like, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're gonna make it, you're gonna da-da-da-da. But like my grandfather, he did invest in me financially, and my mother invested in me financially too. So I had a leg up and stuff. So I was exposed to like different things,
Early,
where early at an early age, it's like, I was at a young age in nice hotels or like, traveling and stuff like that. But it's like, there's people who get exposed to things, but they don't have motivation. As far as motivation goes, like somebody looking in the mirror and saying, go, 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 go. That's me. That's just me. It's just me. It's just in me. I don't know. Nobody else is doing it.
and
I want
and
to give up. I've cried. My grandpa told me keep on keeping on, but yeah, like you gotta, if you don't have motivation, you better like put it in your arm. I don't know.
so they were pretty much your support system.
They were my support system. They were
That's
my support system. But emotionally, No.
You was your own support. You got you through what you.
Like I feel like I emotionally raised myself since I was 13. You know, I have to call myself beautiful and smart and capable, you know, and competent, you know.
Having self-esteem is big.
And self-esteem, I've struggled with self-esteem, you know, so.
You can't have low self-esteem. And I know, like, with actors in the business, they be wanting to give up when stuff not going their way, you know what I'm saying? What can you say to them? Like, what can you say to people who's trying to get on and, you know, stuff seem to be fading away from them? What advice can you give them?
Okay, so to any actor out there that wants to give up, I'm just gonna tell you right now, there's a reason why you're in the business. And, you know, if you give up, your calling is going to literally run up behind you and sock you in the back of the head and reel you back in. Do you want to do it the hard way or do you want to do it the easy way? Okay. Because, you know, I had to go to jail. I had to get all the way back to my calling that I had when I was 10 years old. And I wanted to be a district manager, you know, I wanted to be in retail, you know, it's like your calling is going to knock you in the head.
Yeah.
And if it has to knock you in the head, it's going to take a little longer and you're going to cry and it's going to hurt. And it's going to be, you know, maybe a breakup, or maybe it's going to be losing your job. Maybe it's going to be homelessness. Maybe it's going to be a jail sentence. It's going to be something that's going to go, okay, now you're back in focus to your calling, and you don't want it to go like that. So I suggest you keep going, because if you don't, it's gonna hurt. Because you're gonna end up being an actor anyway. So
yeah. So is there any like charities, stuff you working with?
I used to work with Share. Share is a organization for the homeless, and Share basically gives them a place to sit and go to like AA meetings and like drink water and have an orange. But I started where I was helping them look for jobs. And I helped a man who was locked up for 36 years in prison find a $17 an hour job. Now he got his own place, he got clothes, he got a car, he got to buy a new car because, you know, he got into a car accident. I keep up with him. His name is Anthony Jordan.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope.
36 years, man.
But that's dope how you're not for yourself and you want to help people. That's dope. Your blessing gonna only come full circle for you. And
Thank you.
And with that, like you know, from the Speak Your Mind family, the Social Nostra Network, we you know, we wish you the best in your endeavors, and you know, keep grinding, and you know, keep being a great person that you are and helping people. And you know, and I appreciate what you're doing out there, you know, you know, because you know, like I said, I do the same thing. So it's like, you know, you want to help other people, and that's a great thing. So before we get out of here, tell people what they can find you, all your platform they can find you on.
Okay, so I love Instagram. So it's 3 Z's, Z, Ebony, Ebony, with 3 Z's at the end. I did it that way so you can see Ebony right in the middle. And then my Facebook is Ebony Dodson. And my Dodson casting page is also on Instagram as Dodson Casting. I post castings on my personal page and my Dodson casting page because my followers, I have a lot of like more followers on my Ebony page than Dodson casting. So I want everybody to see it. I have my Dodson casting website, which is dodsoncasting.com. And yeah, that's it.
Everybody go get her a follow, go check her out. She doing big things. She got a lot of things coming. And you can catch us at Speak Your Minds on Instagram and on Twitter. Go follow us on, go subscribe to our channel on YouTube. You can find Social Nostra on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Go give us a follow. And I appreciate you being on the show today, Ebony, and looking forward. Maybe we can collab on some stuff. And
Thank you. And I also want to watch this music video called Black Panther by Daniel Yearwood, Black Panther by Yearwood. It sends a Black Lives Matter message about what's going on in America, and I cast it. So you want to check out.
I'm definitely gonna check it out. You know, when it comes out, you know, I share it on the page, and you know what I'm saying.
Oh, it's not already on. It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Well, send it to me, and I share it for you.
Okay, cool.
And like I said, I'll be in touch, and you know, keep grinding.
Thank you.
All right, nice having you on.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.